So just a quick postscript on some teams that lost. And we're grouping them together. They lost on the same day. They have young, dynamic, first-year starting quarterbacks. One's a rookie. One, as we all know, waited for their time. Both won a playoff game with their quarterbacks having damn near the same stats. CJ Stroud and Jordan Love. Now, I know Stroud and Bryce Young will be attached to the hip. That's what happens when there's quarterbacks 1-2 atop a draft. But Stroud and Love having breakout seasons at the same time, and the Texans winning a division championship. Halftime in that game was tied.
Yeah, 10-10.
Okay, it's tied, and Jordan Love was up 21-14 entering the fourth quarter. And, man, alive. Both teams have huge, bright futures and coaches that know how to do it. So I could just sit here and give them both their flowers. And I think I did a little bit right there.
A little bit.
But it's sports talk radio. So if you could choose one team's future for the next 5 years, which one would it be?
Green Bay.
You take Green Bay, do you?
NFC is easier.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the fact that the NFC Championship game has one participant, the leader of the division?
That's fine.
The Packers are in.
They just have to make the playoffs every year, right?
What do you say, TJ? You have to choose one.
Green Bay,
Packers or the Texans?
Green Bay is the youngest team in the league, right?
Correct.
They have
the youngest team to make the playoffs.
Also, I don't know the number, but I do know that they have a grip of free agency money, right? Like their salary cap is.
They don't usually spend it, but they usually spend it on keeping their own. And Jordan Love is about to hit it.
Yeah, I just feel like they can use that money to bring in more. I would say this: the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl in the next 6 years.
Yep.
So then you'll take them.
Less than.
Way less than that.
Yep.
I'm just saying, I'm going to give myself some room here.
All right.
I'll push back. I'll take the Texans.
Ooh.
I'll take the Texans.
Because of the division they're in?
The division they're in. They won it. You know, the Colts, as we all know, had an opportunity to beat them in the last game of their seasons together. And I wonder that play call, how that's going to resonate. And we'll see how Anthony Richardson looks. But they're going to have to go through growing pains with him, one would suspect.
Yep.
There weren't too many growing pains with CJ Stroud. But, yeah, the division. And what do you want when you build a team? You want your quarterback on his first contract. And we're going to see what CJ Stroud does in year 2 of his rookie contract, coming off of one of the greatest rookie seasons ever. And Jordan Love, we're going to see. We just saw the fruits of him sitting, right? The Packers also enjoyed the fruits of him sitting because 2 of those years, their quarterback won the MVP but didn't put a trophy in the case. We're about to see. He's about to hit it. So I hope they use their salary cap.
They got 34 next year,
I
which
got
is an
it,
improvement.
but Jordan Love's about to get a franchise quarterback market value contract. And I do appreciate how young everyone is around him. Good, because they're gonna have to grow up and continue on in that. And I think we might be talking about potentially a Super Bowl matchup down the road if Stroud, because at some point Stroud's going to have to remove himself from the mix of the seemingly growing list of quarterbacks that might be playing in the wrong time, sort of like Patrick Ewing and Karl Malone or anybody else on the PGA Tour when Tiger was winning. I'm sure Joe Burrow's raising his hand and Bengals fans saying, hey, he's not unbeatable. Burrow beat him in an AFC championship game and Brady beat him in an AFC championship game. Brady's not playing anymore. But Stroud's going to have to at one point do that. But I kind of like the Texans' path. They got him on a rookie deal. They've got a ton of young players. They've got a new coach attached to it. They got a guy in Nick Caserio who, they traded a first-round draft pick in this upcoming draft so they could move up and take Will Anderson.
That worked out.
But actually, that draft pick, the Cardinals own it. It's 27th overall. The Texans are 23rd on the clock because they've got Cleveland's. They're still enjoying the fruits of the trade of Deshaun Watson away, and they've replaced him with CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
I think if this was the Patriots, we'd be saying, we're taking the Patriots' future. Just as an example. I think we're just holding it against because of the AFC South Houston Texans. I'll take the Texans.
I think the future's bright for both.
I know that, but this is Sports Talk Radio. How dare you be nuanced at the end of the first hour, TJ? How dare you? Phone calls, hour 2,
default.
coming up. But, that's why I said it's entirely possible. I just named a future Super Bowl matchup. The Cooper Bowl, we'll call it, because Cooper thought it could happen this year. Yeah, Saturday wasn't a good day for the Cooper Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Texans fan, though, I am excited.
You should be. Same thing as a Packer fan. You damn near bounced the Niners after bouncing the Cowboys. They would have gone to Detroit and say, hey, let's make this Thanksgiving all over again.
I don't know what the Packers do on their offense, but for 2 games, I've never seen more wide receivers totally wide open than I have.
Well, they can scheme it up.
Packers.
That's why I'm saying they got the coach, they got the quarterback, they've got young receivers. I guess what I would do if I were them, I would shore up the defense. If you're talking about draft, I'd shore up the defense and then get another running back.
Yep.
I think that's the key. Because Tank will be back next year, and you have Nico Collins.
No, I'm talking about the Packers.
Oh, the Packers. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about
another
the
running
Texans.
back.
You get I don't know. Figure out a way to keep Aaron Jones if he's hitting his stride like that.
Matt LaFleur, really good coach.
Yeah.
I think we gave Aaron Rodgers a little too much credit
Dude.
at the end of his career. Matt LaFleur is really good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He sure is. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.